Long ago, a wealthy and renowned scholar decided to visit the Buddha. He had spent his entire life studying sacred texts, mastering philosophies, and earning recognition as one of the wisest men in the land. Yet, despite his achievements, the scholar felt a lingering emptiness in his heart, a sense that something was still missing. Determined to fill this void, he traveled to meet the Buddha, hoping to learn the ultimate truth. After a long journey, the scholar finally arrived at the monastery, where he was warmly greeted by Buddha and his disciples. The scholar, full of confidence, introduced himself, boasting of his vast knowledge and accomplishments. "O great Buddha," the scholar began, "I have studied deeply, read countless scriptures, and debated with the most brilliant minds, but I know there is more to learn. Teach me the path to enlightenment." The Buddha smiled at the scholar but said nothing. Instead, he gestured to a monk and asked for tea. The monk quickly brought a teapot and 2 cups, placing them gently on the table between the Buddha and the scholar. The Buddha picked up the teapot and began pouring tea into the scholar's cup. The scholar watched intently as the tea rose to the brim of the cup, but the Buddha didn't stop. He continued to pour until the tea spilled over the edge, streaming onto the table and pooling on the floor. The scholar leapt to his feet, alarmed. "Stop!" he cried. "Can't you see the cup is full? It cannot hold any more tea." The Buddha stopped pouring and looked at the scholar with calm, kind eyes. "You are like this cup," he said softly. "Your mind is so full of knowledge, opinions, and assumptions that there is no room for anything new. How can I teach you if you do not first empty your cup?" The scholar froze, stunned by the simplicity and power of the Buddha's words. In that moment, he realized the truth. He had come seeking wisdom, but had carried with him the pride of his own knowledge. His mind, like the overflowing cup, had no space for anything else. Humbled, the scholar bowed deeply to the Buddha. "You are right, great teacher," he said. "I see now that I have been blind to my own arrogance. From this moment on, I will strive to empty my cup and approach life with humility and openness." The Buddha smiled gently, pleased by the scholar's transformation. Over the weeks that followed, the scholar remained at the monastery, learning not just from Buddha's teachings, but also from the simple acts of daily life, observing nature, listening to others, and meditating on the truths that surrounded him. He began to see that true wisdom wasn't about accumulating knowledge or proving one's intellect. Instead, it was about being present, open, and willing to learn from every experience, no matter how small. Years later, the scholar returned to his homeland, no longer the proud, self-assured man he once was. He was now a humble seeker of truth, inspiring others to empty their cups and embrace the endless journey of growth and understanding. This timeless story teaches us a profound truth. To grow, we must first let go of our arrogance and preconceived notions. It is only when we approach life with humility and an open heart that we can truly learn and evolve. In a world filled with noise and distractions, many of us carry overflowing cups, full of opinions, judgments, and assumptions. But just like the scholar, we can choose to pause, reflect, and make space for new insights and perspectives. So, take a deep breath, empty your cup, and be ready to embrace the wisdom life has to offer.